Welcome to Miss Newton's 13 Colonies play. We spent a lot of hard work and time on it and hope you enjoy it. Please silence your phone and feel free to record. Just remember, don't block anyone. I forgot it. Just don't block anyone and be quiet. Yeah.
So it was so you could hear the jokes.
Now it's just little people.
I think your parents want to hear the jokes too.
Hello, my name is George Washington. And I'm Martha Washington. George and I are here to tell you the marvelous story of how our country began. It's a story filled with excitement and drama. Dreams of gold, the clash of nations. And best of all, we get to play the starring roles. Oh, George, I never get tired of this. The bright lights, the photographers, it just makes me want to salute something.
I, Leif Erikson, claim this land for me and all my Vikings.
Excuse me, but we're starting a show.
I know. I visited America nearly 1,000 years ago. I was credited for being part of the 13 colonies. I was here first.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't?
Not at all. Native Americans were here hundreds of years before you arrived. Isn't that right, George?
Come on, man. Back to Minnesota.
In fact, let's take a visit to the eastern seaboard in the 16th century and see what's going on with the local tribes. Here comes some Iroquois and George. They don't look happy. We live on this land for hundreds of years. There's no place that we haven't been. But something is new, the neighborhood's changed. The Europeans are moving in. They unload their ships, they back in their vans. They're dipping our lives in split. We give them some corn, they give us the most. The Europeans are moving in. The Isle of Manhattan we sold to the Dutch, and people say it was a steal. But have you all seen what they've done to the place? We got us a heck of a deal. They're shaking our hands and taking our lands. Our patience is now very thin. You can never tell, but it doesn't bode well. The Europeans are moving in. The Spanish are searching the south for some gold. They don't think they're gonna stop. The French in the north want the timbers at first. The New World's a great place to shop. We lived on this land for hundreds of years. There's no place that we haven't been. But something is new, the neighborhood's changed. The Europeans are moving in. The Europeans are moving in and in and in and in. Let's move south to Florida to get a closer look at some of those new European explorers. I see some who come your way. Isn't it exciting? Programs, get your programs here. Charts of hidden treasures, guides to the Everglades right here. Directions to cities built of gold, maps to the House of Stars. Programs, get your programs.
Hey, you wait. I'm Parson Young, famous Spanish explorer.
Welcome. Want to buy a map to a city paid with diamonds and rubies?
Do you think I'm some dumb tourist? Get real. Though I was wondering, you don't happen to have maps to the front of the butte, do you?
Those are very hard to come by. Let me look. Ah, you're in luck. I have one left.
You do? I'll take it.
That'd be 1 pound of gold.
Well, don't just stand there, pay the woman. At last. This has been a very difficult journey. Some people want adventure, while others look for gold.
screaming river. I think I'm gonna burst. Is that something from a swamp? I'll try it. Here's to our new liquid diet. Are my wrinkles disappearing? Is my gray beard turning black? Tell me, boys, I must know the truth. Am I younger? Am I taller? Has my bald spot gone away? Have we found the fountain of youth? I drink from every fountain, though I don't have a thirst. And every screaming river, I think I'm gonna burst. Is that something from a swamp? I'll try it. Here's to our new liquid diet. Are my wrinkles disappearing? Is my gray beard turning black? Tell me, boys, I must know the truth. Am I younger? Am I taller? Has my bald spot gone away? Have we found the fountain of youth? The fountain of youth. The fountain of youth.
Good evening again. My husband George lost Pointer from his wooden dentures, and now he's getting his gums massaged. Isn't that remarkable? Now where were we? Oh yes, the 1600s brought the British America. You know what that means. Jamestown, John Smith, Pocahontas. You know the story. You've seen the movie. You bought the product tie-ins. Life was tough on the first pioneers as they pushed their way through the frontiers. Let's get up close and personal with some young pioneers. Tell me, young pioneers, what's your life like?
Out of bed, but I'm still asleep. Cut potatoes to feed the sheep. Got no shoes, but I'm out the door. Bringing wood, then I'm gone once more. Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day, hey, hey. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for play. Lots to do, there's no time for school. Picking berries and spinning wool. Feed the hens and learn how to sew. Make the gardens our veggies grow. Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day, hey, hey. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for play. Gone all day as I tend the herds. I just talk to the trees and birds. Help my mom to make all the bread. Evening comes and the ground's our bed. Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day, hey, hey. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for play. Sunrise to sunset. Sunrise to sunset. Sunrise to sunset. Gotta work all day, hey, hey. Sunrise to sunset. Not much time for play.
Welcome to Name That Colony, the quiz show that tests your knowledge on colonial trivia. Time for a theme song from the Name That Colony singers.
The colonies of Hampshire, York, and Jersey are quite new.
13th colony was established in 1732. Which one was it?
Idaho.
No, Bob. Idaho is not a 13th colony. The name of the 13th colony established in 1732 is Georgia.
I really love potatoes.
I'm sure you do, but you only have 2 questions left, so try to concentrate. The first colony to decree religious toleration was...
Idaho.
No, Bob. Idaho was not one of the original colonies. Are you sure you understand the premise of our game? Name that colony. Get it? Think of some place near the East Coast.
You can't go wrong with the good old Idaho potato. You can bake them, smear them, smash them, put some whipped cream and chocolate sauce on them, and...
Thank you, Bob. The correct answer to our question, the first colony to decree religious toleration, was Maryland. Okay, time for our last question. I'd really like to see you get this one. Okay, here we go. Ready, Bob? Name that colony, founded as a refuge for Quakers, led by William Penn in Philadelphia, chartered in 1682 between New York and Maryland. And Bob, it's not Idaho. Got the answer?
Idaho!
No!
I really love potatoes.
Forget it. Start the music. Start the music.
The colonies of Hampshire, York, and Jersey are quite new. We're all aware that Delaware is something special too. Maryland's a very land I never leave behind. Connecticut is cool and Georgia's always on my mind. Jamestown, Virginia, is where it all began. The Carolinas, so warm we got a tan. Rhode Island now is my land, it's so tiny and so cute. Pennsylvania's perfect, Massachusetts is a beaut. These 13 colonies are all we need for pioneers. I doubt we'll need another one for several hundred years.
Thank you. It's great to be back. What a super audience. You know, Martha, I always say that television audiences are the best in the world.
Oh, absolutely. George, your smile is wonderful. It's amazing what they can do with mahogany these days.
I thought I'd introduce you to one of the most famous men of the 18th century. Benjamin Franklin is perhaps...
Hold it right there, Mr. Washington.
Who are you?
We're the history police.
The history, please? I don't believe I'm familiar with your organization.
That's right, ma'am. We're here to that you don't mess around with history.
We enforce the facts of history, and we just clocked the 2 of you going pretty fast there a minute ago.
Pretty fast. 150 years of American history in only 5 minutes. Way over the speed limit.
You flew right past the development of 13 colonies. 1 minute you're on the frontier, next you've got all 13 firmly established.
But we only have 25 minutes to get through them.
And now you're suddenly introducing Benjamin Franklin? Have you got no respect for the flow of history?
I'm sorry,
But we like you. We're gonna let you go with a warning this time.
This time, but you better slow down and explain to us what's going on. We won't go so easy on you next time. Wow, George, we're very lucky. I had no idea.
Oh, here he comes now. Ben Franklin, can you stop for a minute?
A penny saved is a penny earned.
Sure, Ben, but I was wondering if...
Lost time is never found again.
Ben, could you just stop for a minute to talk?
I've got my work, I got success. I've got my little printing press. I've got Poor Richard's almanac to publish too. My maths and flow, the word to write. I've got my string, I've got my kite. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do. Little strokes fell great oaks. Hey, that's good. Hey, that's good. I'm a walking book of famous quotes. I hope somebody Postmaster, I've got to see the mail gets through. What's lightning like? What could it be? I know someday I'll find the key. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do. God helps them to help themselves. Early to bed, early to rise, makes men healthy, wealthy, and wise. Vessels large may venture more, but little boat should keep near shore. Hey, that's good. Hey, that's good. You can't think I've time to stop and chat. When I keep coming up with things like that, so off I go to something new. Us whiz kids have so much to do. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do. I'm sorry, but I simply got a million things to do.
I'll tell you why we British are fighting the French in this country anymore. It's over religion.
No, I'm telling you, it's simply over control of the fur trade. You're both wrong. The French want land, we want land, something's gotta give.
It's over religion.
Trading rights, a fight for power.
Wait, maybe you're all right, but I know why we're really fighting.
Why?
Because we're British and they're so. How do you say it?
French!
Yeah, that's it.
They wear hardly anything on our fine beaches. They eat things like goose liver, snails, and quiches. They jump in our kitchens and think they are the bosses. They smear all our meat with all kinds of rich sauces. The French have got to go. Come on, it's westward ho. The French have got to go. Come on, it's westward ho. There's just one thing we can do. We must fight and say adieu. You can bet your chapeau the French have got to go. They don't understand what we're trying to say, hey. We order soft boiled and they bring us a flay, hey. We tell them it's casual, they still wear ties. We serve them some chips and they ask for French fries. The French have got to go, come on, it's westward ho. The French have got to go, come on, it's westward ho. There's just one thing we can do. We must fight and fight beaucoup. You can bet your chapeau the French have got to go. The French have got to go.
Things are getting exciting now. We're in Boston in 1773.
Hold it right there.
The history police again?
You're a troublemaker, aren't you, Mr. Washington? Having a little fun with the French and Indian War? Were we? Well, history's not about fun, Mr. Washington. No siree. No siree. Where's the facts, the dates, the family trees? You've got to explain things. Tell the audience that after the French were defeated in the war, the British and the colonies were left to struggle for control of land. Control of the land, Mr. Washington. We're not going to war new days.
Yes. Well, here we are, again, in Boston, on a cold night in December in 1773, and the colonists are not happy with the British rule.
Pepsi, Pepsi Cola, ice cold Pepsi right here.
Wait a minute, I'll take one of those.
Say, aren't you Samuel Adams?
Why, yes, I am. And this is my cousin John Adams and his wife, Abby Adams. She's holding little John Quincy Adams.
So you're the Adams family.
Yes, we are.
Then where's Uncle Fester?
Excuse me?
And since when did upper crust colonists like yourself start drinking sodas and stop drinking tea?
Since the Parliament back in England put a tax on all imported tea, we're going to show the British that they can't get away with it.
Bang on the drums, blow on the trumpets, get out the cups, bring out some crumpets. Where is the tea we should be drinking? 300 chests, see them all sinking. One lump or two, how do you take your tea? Just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. Dooby-doo, dooby-doo-dooby-doo, dooby-doo, dooby-doo-dooby-doo. Tyranny's here with this taxation when we don't have representation. Pick up a bell, it's time to ring it. Pick up some tea, it's time to fling it. One lump or two, how do you take your tea? Just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. One lump or two, how do you take your tea? Just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. Dooby-doo, dooby-doo-doo, dooby-doo, dooby-doo-doo.
Look, George, there's Henry Wadsworth Longfellow talking to Sybil Ludington. Looks like Longfellow's writing a poem.
This is a special moment, Martha. Longfellow's working on an epic poem about Sybil.
Okay, that's it. Cuff him.
What did I do now?
What did you do? You skipped the whole Revolutionary War.
Here we are in the colonists fight for freedom from British rule. You can't just start in the middle.
Where's your narrative sense? The beginning, then the middle, then the end.
And now in 1777, you got well-known revolutionary heroine Sybil Ludington talking to the great American poet Longfellow.
And he wasn't even born until 30 years later. Book him, Dano.
What is dramatic license? We're revoking that license, mister.
But Longfellow's right there talking to Sybil Ludington.
Listen, my children, you should learn a ton of the midnight ride of Sybil Ludington. I don't know, Sybil, it doesn't sound good. But I deserve a letter recognition, please. I did everything Paul Revere did. Your name just doesn't flow. Besides, Paul Revere won famous right first. That's in Massachusetts. I like the most tea, but think of how much more dangerous that could be. How about, listen, my children, then you should learn one of the midnight ride of Sybil Ludington. No, that's even worse. Shouldn't people know about me too? Your name just doesn't rhyme. Besides, your name just doesn't rhyme with anything. Think of Revere. There's so many possibilities. Claire, career, Hansberg, year. But Iris is a girl. That's something, isn't it? Volunteer, both be near. Oh no, never been saying that. 41 miles on a horse in the dark isn't exactly a walk in the park. I stop at each house and I bang on the door. I tell them the British are coming once more.
Sybil Ludington, Sybil, we
president, father of the country, had some small part in it all. But the colonists were getting ready to fight for freedom.
It's our Revolutionary War. It's independence we're fighting for. We got tired of mad King George's reign. We got common sense from Thomas Paine. It's our Revolutionary War. It's Washington and Valley Forge. It's a boat across the Delaware. It's a Nathan Hale of gunfight there. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why we want to throw out the crowns. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson wrote it all down. It's our Revolutionary War. Benedict Arnold falsely swore. We got Bessie Ross and Lafayette. And the French blockade we won't forget. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's why we want to throw out the crown. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson wrote it all down. It's our Revolutionary War. It's independence fighting for. We got tired of mad King George's reign. We got common sense from Thomas Paine.
Well, it's all over, and the colonists have sent the British packing. I've been elected the country's first president, and my first act was to arrest these two history kids for being a public nuisance.
I only regret that, but one life to lose my country. The president isn't going to execute us.
He isn't? No. Are you that?
With a solid constitution, this new country will get off to a flying start. Let's end this review with the 13 colonies with a chat from James Madison, the man behind the Constitution.
You know, I thought the Constitution was perfect, but this Bill of Rights adds just the right touch. So come on, George, Martha, let's do it.
Do what?
Let's boogie with the Bill of Rights.
We got freedom of religion. We can choose how we pray. We got freedom of assembly, so assemble away. Got a trial by a jury. Got to do it in a hurry. Come on, come on. Boogie with the with the Bill of Rights.